Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi, Ba'ashim Recha HaKodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us this truth and rule well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi, Barakatham. It's the brother Kazah from the Men of Our 12 West Coast coming back at it again with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is, There Will Be a Nuclear War. All right, and it's coming off the inspiration of this post I came across on Instagram by RT, all right, that says, Russia praises anti-nuclear war joint statement of Permanent Five, which the Permanent Five is Russia, China, France, UK, the US. Those are the Permanent Five, which are, the Permanent Five members of the UN. Okay, now the main point of this lesson is, don't be deceived when you see news like this. All right, because at the end of the day, when Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi sees fit, according to prophecy, he will have these nations go and shoot them bombs, especially towards Babylon, man. All right, they will have, you know what I'm saying? He will put the spirit on these Russians, and not just the Russians. All right, but you also have, a collective of nations that we're getting ready to go into in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50. Okay, a collective of nations that hate Babylon. All right, he is going to have them go into that room, twist that key, press that red button, and wait for that countdown. All right, because at the end of the day, pursuant to the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi controls all these different nations, man. Even these elites, which they do, all them odious works of witchcraft and human sacrifices to conjure up spiritual demon Satan. But guess who spiritual demon Satan answers to? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi. So in an indirect form, these devils are doing the Lord's bidding on the left-hand side, man. But that pride had deceived them. All right. And it's deceived them so much that they're coming out with, stuff like this, which it could all be an agenda. You know what I'm saying? Try to get the population to, what's the word? Get the population to, lower their guard, if you will. But at the end of the day, the Lord is gonna put the spirit on these nations, especially these Russians, especially the Medes, all right, to do what they got to do, man. All right, so we're gonna go into this article. And it reads, Moscow was keen to endorse the rare joint statement that they signed with China, France, the UK, and the US to agree that nuclear war cannot be won and must never be fought. The Russian Foreign Ministry praised the anti-nuclear pledge, all right, with spokeswoman Maria Zakharova, if that's how you pronounce her name, pointing out the importance of the agreement in the current complicated international security environment. And that's pursuant to the situation in the Ukraine, all right, with Russia and NATO. Okay, Russia, it said that Russia, they want to take over the Ukraine. They want to invade the Ukraine. All right, and then you have another situation, on the other side of the world, all right, with China and Taiwan. All right, so like the situation with Taiwan, all right, between China and the U.S., where China wants to invade Taiwan, but the U.S. is not having it. All right, and this is the basically the agreement, the so-called agreement that they have reached. Saying, I believe it basically means that if there is a conflict, they're gonna leave the nukes out of it. All right, but we know that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi is gonna put the spirit on these people, on these different kingdoms, all right, their upper echelons, to push that red button. Okay, so we're gonna hit the scriptures. We're gonna lay the foundation with the book of Proverbs, chapter 21. All right, so we're gonna go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 1, and it reads, The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Okay, so that means that all these presidents and kings and dictators, you name it, man, prime ministers, whatever titles the leader of each country has, All right, their heart is all in the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, because once the ball gets rolling, it's only the Lord that controls where the ball is gonna go. All right, with all the elements around it and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to get parabolic. It's just what it is, man. So that's what's gonna happen. All right, and it's biblical prophecy. Okay, we're gonna go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 1, and it reads, the word that Yahweh Shai spake against Babylon, all right, which is America, and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. All right, verse 2, declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard, which is going out to the highways and hedges. All right, that's what we're doing out there, telling our people to turn back. And it reads, publish and conceal not, and say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, and her images are broken in pieces. All right, and that's dealing with everything, these people admire, everything these people idolize here in Babylon. The American lifestyle is down the toilet. Okay, there's no hope in this place anymore, and the people are starting to realize that. All right, earlier today, I had to run an errand. I was out and about, and I came across, two Issacharites. They were talking about it in Spanish, like, hey man, things are not going to get better, man. With everything that happened, you really think things are going to get better? All right, with this new, with this new variant that came out, they might lock the country down, and you know what I'm saying? So these people are starting to see it, man, that this place is about to be, is about to go down the drain. Okay, so verse 3, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate. All right, and that nation is talking about Russia. Okay, that's what it means by out of the north. All right, because if you look at the map, all right, and you look at the globe and you go up north, you're gonna run into Russia. All right, it's not talking about no Canada. No, you're gonna run into Russia, man. Russia's the nation that's gonna make this land desolate, and that's also a cut to all these flat earthers out there, man. So it reads, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate. All right, and none shall dwell therein, and they shall depart both man and beast, because it's gonna be thermonuclear fire that's gonna fall upon this place, man. All right, it's gonna be the nuclear missiles that's gonna destroy this place, both man and beasts. Yeah, even the beasts here in Babylon aren't gonna be spared. All right, verse 4, in those days and in that time, said the Yahweh Shai, the children of Israel shall come. Oh, so like it is going into something else, but at the same time, it's still prophetic, man. All right, it says the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going weeping, and they shall go and seek Yahweh Shai, their power. So we are well within these times, man. All right, because you have the children of Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, coming back to Yahweh Shai. And it's not, and don't be confused, where it says the children of Israel and you have the children of Judah. That's like a cool little distinction, because Judah is the southern kingdom, all right, and the children of Israel, that identifies us as the northern kingdom. Okay, so that makes up the 12 tribes of Israel, man. All right, with Judah being the head tribe, on down to Issachar, man. All right, and they come in, and that's what we're seeing now. So yeah, that's how that's how we are in these times, because our people are waking up to who they are. Okay, starting with Judah, and also you have a whole bunch of Latinos that know who they are, man. All right, Latinos, Native Americans, they're starting to wake up to their true nationality. All right, but that's not to get thrown off the subject. It's just to put the times into perspective. All right, so let me jump down. All right, and I'm gonna go to verse 9. All right, and it reads, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. Now, this is what I was going into. All right, through the Spirit, it says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. All right, and that's dealing with how the north country, which is Russia, is going to direct this assembly of great nations. And guess what? You have China, you have Iran, you have North Korea. You have all these nations that hate Babylon, man, that they're going to come up against her. And it says, and they shall set themselves in array against her, and from thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. All right. And the reason why is because of that hypersonic intercontinental ballistic missile that them Russians have. Okay, you don't think that them Russians is not going to hook up you don't think that these Russians are not going to hook their allies up with that technology? You're going to do it, man. All right, the same way, you got certain countries that side with Russia, they have Soviet weaponry, man. All right, they have Soviet weaponry, so of course they're going to get that, they're going to get that technology too. Them Russians is going to hook them up and be like, all right, man, look, this is what, this is how you make that hypersonic missile, man. All right, we're talking about missiles that could go from over there to over here in a matter of 30 minutes. All right. All right. So it says, and none shall return in vain, because the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to be in the missiles, man. All right, and they're gonna accomplish that which he wants them to accomplish too. Okay, they're going to accomplish that which he sent them to do, just like the word, just like the prophecy. All right, that's what's gonna happen. This place is gonna be turned into a desolate wilderness, man. All right, so all that, it's gonna be this and that. They're not gonna use nukes. They're still gonna go to war with each other. And when push comes to shove, the Lord's going to put the spirit on these nations to go into that room, twist that key, press that red button, and sit back and listen to that countdown, man. All right. So with that, I'm going to finish it up with the book of Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11. All right. And it reads, and so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper into the thing whereto I sent it. All right, so don't be deceived by these different, news articles, what I'm saying, that, they'll, trying to, I would say, even though that those people that write the news articles, they may seem sincere about, whatever they're writing about, when it comes to things of that nature. All right, don't be thrown off by it, man. Okay, because at the end of the day, the Lord controls the rulers of these nations. All right, and he's gonna put the spirit on them to shoot the missiles, man. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna say, call halal Yahweh ba'ashim Yahushai ba'ashim Rachah Kodash. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying. All right, with that, I'm gonna say shalom. On to the next.